We are finally getting another Gravity Falls book. Or are we? Welcome back to the Roundtable. I'm Nemo, and even though it feels like it ended forever ago, we are still managing to get new Gravity Falls news. It's the gift that keeps on giving, baby. Give it a round of applause. Love this show. The news I'm talking about specifically just took place on Twitter a few days ago, revolving a book announcement tweet by the Mystery of Gravity Falls. Basically, the Mystery of Gravity Falls, incredible creator, longtime contributor to the Gravity Falls fandom. He makes great merch. You should definitely check it out. And he also delivers a lot of Gravity Falls news. So it made sense that he announced this new Gravity Falls book, Bedtime Stories, that's set to premiere in 2020. This is not the final cover, but it probably will look maybe something like this. And yeah, the book is called Bedtime Stories of the Strange and Unexplained, and according to the tweet, it's designed to parody a classic bedtime story book with the storytelling delivered by Dipper and Mabel. Now, this is really cool and exciting. Gravity Falls has had an excellent track record when it comes to books, whether it's the beautifully written Journal 3, which was a New York Times bestseller, it got like a special deluxe edition, or even the comics they released, which were great in their own right. So yeah, all seem peachy keen. They're dropping this book, and then the bomb dropped. That's right, Alex Hirsch commented underneath this very tweet in literally the best way possible, seeming to be shocked by the book's announcement. He cleared things up with a follow-up tweet saying, briefly returning to Twitter to confirm that I have nothing to do with this and have never heard of it. Legally, Disney can do whatever they want, but creatively, I would be very disheartened to learn that non-canon books were being written without my participation or consent. Oof. Now, I do not want to seem like I'm stirring up unnecessary drama here, but I wanted to talk about the subject because I think it's very interesting. Because this is a very tricky question. What is Disney to do with Gravity Falls, this massive property that they still own? After Gravity Falls ended, Alex parted ways with Disney to pursue other things. He took a well-deserved break for a little bit from what I can tell, and now he's reportedly working at Netflix. He's developing animation there. It's very exciting. And this is great. I love seeing him pursue things creatively elsewhere. But at the end of the day, Gravity Falls is still a Disney property owned by Disney. And honestly, it's one of their most successful projects that have come out in the last decade. It's one of the biggest Disney cartoons and one of the biggest cartoons of all time, I would say. So it's the classic situation of the company that owns the work, creating new versions of that work after the creator left. We've seen plenty of shows move on without the creator. I mean, look at like Community or something like that, where they actually fired Dan Harmon. And this is not as serious, like they parted ways naturally. There's no bad blood between them, but it's definitely a similar sentiment. I totally understand Alex's frustration here, especially since Alex was the reason the first couple of books did so well, and he fought so hard for Journal 3 to just be made at all. But at the end of the day, I still see Disney's side of this too. Still are sitting on this massive property with a huge fan base that's still out there. I don't think it's really Disney's fault for trying to capitalize on what is still one of their biggest properties of all time. But I think the main thing that this tweet shows is that Disney didn't even reach out for him to collaborate, which in that case, that's a completely different story. Because Disney could have reached out, and I don't want to speak for Alex, but it seems like he would have been on board to help with another Gravity Falls book. He just never got the request. It's sort of like when they remade the Powerpuff Girls and never reached out to the original voice actors. It's just an awkward situation. Especially since Alex is still working close with Disney, literally voicing one of the main characters of the Owl House, King, and doing a great job of it, by the way. Watch the Owl House. It's amazing. Anyways, I don't know if anything will change with this. This book is still in development. But if there's anything Gravity Falls in the future, I really hope Alex has some role in it, if any at all, because at the end of the day, Gravity Falls is his brainchild. And I'm sure his addition would only make this book better. But I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. And as always, I want to turn the question to you guys. Are you still excited for this book, even if Alex isn't directly involved? Let us know in those comments down below. Tweet to us at Roundtable Vids or me at @RetroNemo. As always, if you want to consider helping out the Roundtable, you can support us on Patreon and get exclusive access to scripts and avatars. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the Roundtable for more incredible cartoon content. As always, guys, I'm Nemo. This is a cartoon news video, and I will see you next time. Peace.